Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss about reversing a number. So what is reversing a number? See, reversing number means rearranging its digits in the opposite order. That is called reversing numbers. So let me write a small number. So for example, if my number is 234, okay, this is my input and my output should be 432. So this should be my output. So after reversing this 234, it becomes 432. And same one more example, if I go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and after reversing, my output should be 4, 3, 2, 1. So this is called output. So let me write a code. So I'll be writing a code hash include stdio.h using integer mean. First, I need to declare few variables which is of integer type n comma r comma s. I'll be initializing s as 0. So this becomes my declaration of variables. So next, I need to print a message. So I'll be printing a message that is printf, enter the value of n. So this is printing in the output console. Okay, printing message. Let me write message. Then using a scanf function, I'll be taking input from user, that is from outside. So I'll be storing in the address of n. So this is my input. So I'll be going with while loop. So while loop is suitable for this type of programs. And here, why I'm using this loop? See, loop can be, we can write a condition based on my digits. If I have 2 digit, I need to repeat 2 times. If I have 4 digit, I need to repeat 4 times. So my condition will be n is greater than 0. So here I am going with my logic. My logic will be too simple, that is r is equals to, r stands for reminder, reminder is equals to my number modulo 10. So here what happens, I am extracting each digit and storing that digit in some other variables. Okay. So I need to extract one by one all the digits. And next line, I'll be writing a logic that is s is equals to r plus s into 10. So I'm performing this logic to store in a variable s. And then I am going with n divided by 10. And this operation is stored in the variable n itself. So this is my logic for reversing a number. After performing this, I need to print. So I'll be coming out of the loop and I'll be printing my reversing a number. So the reversing number is %d \n comma s. So from n I have reversed the number and I'll be storing in the variable s. So finally I'll be writing a return 0. So let me run this code first. So I got a message that is enter the value of n. So I'll be entering 456. So 456. See 654. Again I will run this code. So now I am entering 786, 687. So I can go with any numbers, not only 3 digits. I can go with 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And my reversing number is 54321. So let me explain you line by line. So how this code will be executed. So this is the same code what I have written. So here what happens, so I'll be going with my n value. So I have declared few variables here. In the next line, I'll be printing a message. So enter the value of n. So using a scanf function, I'll be taking input from the user. So I'll be going with 1. My input will be 123. Just assume 123 will be stored in the variable n. And in the next line, I have written a while loop. So my condition is n is greater than 0. So 123 is greater than 0. The condition is true. If the condition is true, it will enter the block. And here we are performing n modulo 10. I need to extract each digit here. So here I will be writing n modulo 10. So my n value becomes 123. So 10 modulo 123. So here 12s are 120 and my remainder will be 3. So this 3 will be stored in the variable r. Okay. Now the value of r becomes 3. Again in the next line, we are performing an operation. So r plus s into 10. So let me write it down here. S is equals to r plus s into 10. So what is s value? S value is 0. Here we have initialized. So as per operator precedence, so this is having higher precedence. Parenthesis. R value is 3. S into 10 is 0. Why? Because the value of s is 0. So any number which is multiplied with 0, it will be 0. So the total will be 3. 3 will be stored in the variable s. Now the value of s is not 0, it is updated to. So after performing this, again in the next line, we are dividing by 10. So my value is divided by 10. So my quotient will be 12. This 12 will be stored in the variable n. So now the value of n is not 123, it is 12. Okay, the value of n is 12. So again my iteration is repeated. So again my loop is repeated. So again it goes to condition. Again it checks the condition. The condition is true. So 12 is greater than 0. So the condition is true and we are printing, it will enter the loop. And here again we are performing the same thing, n modulus 10. So now what is n modulus 10? So 10 modulus 10. Ones are 10 and my remainder will be 2. So this 2 will be stored in the variable r. So now the value of r is storing 2. So in the next line, again we are performing a small operation, r plus s into 10. So even here also the value will be updated. So r value is 2. What is s value? S value is 3. 3 into 10. So 3 tens are 30. 30 plus 2, 32. So 32 will be stored in the variable s. Now the value of s is 32. So again we are performing n divided by 10. So my quotient will be 1 and this 1 will be stored in the variable n. So now the value of n is 1. It has been reduced to 1. So again my iteration is repeated. So n is greater than 0. So the condition is true. Okay, 1 is greater than 0. So it will enter the block. Again it performs the operation, that is n modulo 10. So 1 and my remainder will be 1. So this 1 will be stored in the variable r. This 1 will be stored in the variable r. Now the value of r is 1. So in the next line, we are performing the operation, that is r plus s into 10. So here, what is r value? R value is 1. What is s value? 32. Okay, s value is 32 into 10. So 32 into 10, 320. Okay, this becomes my 320 plus 1. So total will be 321. So this 321 will be stored in the variable s. So now the value of s is not 32, it will update to 321. 321. So again we are performing n modulo n divided by 10. My quotient will be 0. So in the variable n, I'll be storing 0. So again, after performing this, again my iteration is repeated. So now the value of n is 0. 0 is greater than 0. So the condition is fail. So if the condition is fail without entering the block, it comes out of the loop. So here we have printed a message that is reversing a number, and we are printing the value using a format specifier %d. Okay, I am printing the variable that is s. What is s? 321. So my input was 123. So after performing a reversing operation, I got the result that is 321. So this is called reversing a number. I hope you all understand. I hope all of you have understood this. Thank you guys.